Welcome to Case Western Reserve University for the Undergraduate Diploma Ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, the University Marshal, Professor Robin Dubin.
The 2009 Undergraduate Diploma Ceremony for Case Western Reserve University is hereby convened. Once again, it is my pleasure to introduce President Barbara R. Snyder.
I welcomed many of you this morning for our convocation ceremony. For those of you newly arrived, thank you for joining us. We are here to recognize all of the undergraduate diplomas and recognize a few outstanding members of our faculty. But first, I want to thank the students in this class. It has been a joy to come to know you over the past 2 years. From the moment I arrived on campus, you welcomed me as a member of our campus community. When I attended my first fireside chat in the residential village in 2007, you asked me about all kinds of things, unrequited crushes, other things. Then at the end of my first semester, you graded me in the Observer, our student newspaper, and I want to thank you for that generous first assessment. This fall, we celebrated the football team's second consecutive undefeated regular season together. I am really grateful to have had the opportunity to experience part of your journey here at Case Western Reserve. Again and again, you impressed me with your intellect, your ingenuity, your compassion and commitment. Your accomplishments are many, and I have no doubt that each of you will go on to achieve remarkable success in your professional and personal lives. Before you leave us, I ask you to look around today. Think back on those papers and problem sets, lab experiments, late-night study sessions. Remember the dinners in Leutner and Fribley, the trips with this team or that student organization, the individuals who once were strangers and now are among your closest friends. You take so much with you from Case Western Reserve today: an education, a degree, memories and connections to last a lifetime. Treasure them all and use them well. I have one last plea. Come back and visit. We want to hear from you. We want to know how you're doing, what you've done, all you aspire to do. Today, you join 100,000 alumni of Case Western Reserve University. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to present your class president, Zeyad Schwen, to deliver the senior farewell.
Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2009, friends, family, and faculty, thank you all for coming to celebrate the hard work, perseverance, and accomplishments of our senior class, because this truly is a defining moment in our lives. Yes, the economic outlook is bleak and opportunities are scarce, but this has not and will not hinder our extremely successful class that has achieved greatness over the last 4 years. While we were here, we saw the Spartans rise to victory in the UAA. Our athletics program reached enormous success. Men's soccer achieved its very first UAA championship and NCAA tournament bid. and tied for the highest cumulative GPA of all soccer programs in every division in the country. Football dominated its opponents and had 2 undefeated seasons in a row, and still remains the only team in Ohio with a winning overall record against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Cross country, wrestling, both amazing. I could go on. More than ever, we have students going to professional schools, medical, dental, law, business, and it is only a testament to our unadulterated awesomeness and the fact that we all triumphed in, let's face it, one of the greatest academic institutions in the nation. And for that, we have the faculty and administration to thank, and our parents for supporting us both financially and morally throughout our lives rather than retiring early to a tropical paradise. Speaking of parents, apparently they didn't teach us enough about how we're not supposed to procrastinate. I'm surprised we all made it out here today. As of last week, we still had hundreds of you rushing to get those graduation problems cleared up. And this is for you. Oh, wait. Today we salute you, Mr. Grad Requirement Procrastinator Guy. For 4 years your DPR told you it was incomplete, but you didn't know how to decipher the 20-page summary that might as well have been written in Klingon. And just when you've put together the 1,000-piece puzzle of pure sky, they switch systems just to keep you on your toes. Playing a good old-fashioned game of graduation chicken never felt so good. A requirement to graduate? Please, you'd rather be rewatching Happy Feet for the 3rd consecutive time, or playing a glorified game of tag known as Humans vs. Zombies. So crack open an ice-cold beverage, Mr. Clutch, because the Hail Mary email you sent your dean last week was just in time. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for that. And I'm not one to talk. I finished writing this speech this morning, but I've been thinking about what I'm supposed to talk about for a while. I'm still relatively naive and immature, and I certainly don't believe my life experiences and lessons learned are sufficient to fill a 5-minute speech. That's why you have wiser and, with the exception of President Snyder, older people up here. But I'll leave you with one lesson I've managed to pick up along the way, and that is, do whatever makes you happy. Over the okay, we'll do that. Over the 4 enriching years I've spent here at Case, I've tried to live by this rule. It's what I was told by my advisors and parents when I was deciding my major and when I was ever making key decisions in my life. Do whatever makes you happy, they said. Students at Case, despite myths of certain gentlemen's magazine party ratings, know how to have fun in one form or another, best exemplified by our obsession with video games and medieval foam battle royales that take place every now and then on campus. But I discovered that this motto has proven to have its own drawbacks. As I matured at Case, I realized that my motto, while it has its merits, needed to be revised and updated. So based on the experiences of me and my fellow classmates over the last 4 years, I've needed to add several caveats to my motto, and starting with freshman year, do whatever makes you happy, but don't leave your expensive bike unattended, even in broad daylight. And I found that out before freshman classes even started. Don't be closed-minded. Don't skip breakfast. Don't go to bed before 5 a.m. Don't restrict yourself to a single clique of friends. Don't watch a single season of 24 in 24 hours. Don't argue with the annoyingly stubborn person in your SAGES class. Don't be afraid to ask tons of questions. Don't be afraid to be a leader. And don't, under any circumstances, streak through the late-night breakfast. And sophomore year rolled around. Do whatever makes you happy, but don't think it's too late to change majors. Don't trust the greenies on test day. Don't think the snow days are a thing of the past. Don't be too trusting. Don't forget to get involved, but don't only do it for your resume. Junior year, do whatever makes you happy, but don't forget your SAGES portfolio. PAGs. Don't forget to early vote. Don't underestimate downtown Cleveland. And don't forget you're human. And for this year, don't go to breakfast when you could be sleeping. Don't be awake past midnight. Don't forget about sleep. And most importantly, don't forget your senior week tickets. Oh yeah. And for my latest entry, don't agree to give a speech to thousands of people when you're normally terrified of public speaking. Woo woo, woo woo. The many exceptions to the rule appear to suggest that maybe doing what makes you happy wasn't conceptually what I thought it meant. I constantly felt like I was too often neglecting the things I enjoyed in life, and for what? It took me 4 years to figure this out, but I was only thinking in terms of instant gratification, the short-term happiness that flees as quickly as it arrives. I realized that I needed to focus on a greater purpose in my life, a cause or objective that requires continual short-term sacrifices to enhance the meaning and satisfaction of one's own existence. I also recognized the importance of enjoying the journey. Perhaps true happiness will come during and after a lifetime of dedication and progress and recognizing the lasting positive influence of your work. So I challenge each and every one of you to reconsider your own understanding of your purpose and to work towards a greater cause and to attain true fulfillment. So allow me to wish you all a lifetime of success at CASE, and remember, mostly, do what makes you happy. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you, Zeyad. I think your class enjoyed every minute of that. Now it is my pleasure to present the J. Bruce Jackson MD Award in Undergraduate Mentoring. I call upon Jeffrey Wolkowitz, Dean of Undergraduate Studies, to present the recipients for these awards. The J. Bruce Jackson Award was established in 2003 by J. Bruce Jackson, a Delbert College class of 1952, in honor of Dean Carl F. Whitkey, who served as an advisor, mentor, and friend to Dr. Jackson. The Jackson Award recognizes outstanding advising and mentoring of undergraduate students at Case Western Reserve University. Both faculty and staff are eligible to be nominated for the award. A committee of students selects 2 recipients each year from the nominations submitted by you, our undergraduate students. The recipient receives a monetary prize, and his or her name is engraved on a bronze plaque in the Twing Center.
Madam President, it is my pleasure to present Dr. Mitchell Drum, Professor of Pediatrics. Dr. Drum is a world-renowned geneticist who has studied cystic fibrosis for more than 2 decades. Before joining the faculty in 1992, Dr. Drum studied alongside Francis Collins, leader of the Human Genome Project and inaugural recipient of the university's Inamori Ethics Prize. While clearly gifted in his field of teaching and research, Dr. Drum's nominators noted that his compassion is another strength. One nominator remarked, "Dr. Drum has constantly been someone I go to for advice, learning, and direction. He has been one of the few people in my life who has believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself." Another nominator added that working in Dr. Drum's lab has helped her, as a cystic fibrosis sufferer, to better understand her own condition and motivated her to continue her own research to find treatments for the disease. She went on to say, "I hope that one day I can be the scientist, the mentor, and the person that he is, and that I can help him and others as much as he has helped me."
Mitchell Drum, distinguished teacher, mentor, and scholar, I'm delighted to present you with the 2009 Jackson Award.
Madam President, it is my pleasure to present Mark Smith, professor from the Department of Pathology. Like our other Jackson Award winner, Dr. Smith joined our faculty in 1992. One of the most published and most cited researchers in the world, Dr. Smith's research focuses on the molecular and cellular pathogenesis of Alzheimer's disease. His efforts to guide undergraduate researchers are another specialty. His nominator commented, Dr. Smith effortlessly walks the fine line between providing strong guidance and allowing room for independent discovery. He consistently pushes me to do my very best work. Through Dr. Smith's guidance, I discovered my passion for research, was able to pursue that interest with success, and ultimately decided that I wanted to pursue a career as a physician investigator.
Mark Smith, distinguished advisor and mentor, I am delighted to present you with the 2009 Jackson Award. It is now my pleasure to present the Carl F. Whitkey Awards for Distinguished Undergraduate Teaching. The late Dr. Whitkey, for whom this award is named, was for many years a member of the faculty of the Department of History. He was also an academic administrator and a leader in the intellectual life of this university. All faculty members who teach undergraduates are eligible for this award. A committee of students each year interviews faculty members who are nominated by students and recommends 2 persons to receive the award. The recipients receive a monetary prize and their names are engraved on a bronze plaque in Twing.
Madam President, it is my pleasure to present Corbin Kovalt, Associate Professor from the Department of Physics. Dr. Kovalt joined the faculty in 2001. His physics courses frequently enroll more than 200 students. Dr. Kovalt's students appreciate his ability to take a difficult subject and make it understandable by blending different teaching styles, including lectures, demonstrations, and interactive methods. One of those students commented, his enthusiasm during teaching is hard to miss. He loves the subject and loves sharing his knowledge with students. He makes time for each individual student and pushes them to do their best. Other students praised him for his sense of humor and genuine concern for students. From his perspective, Dr. Kovalt states that his goal is to do something that is valuable to all students at any given point.
Corbin Kovalt, distinguished teacher and scholar, I am delighted to present you with the 2009 Whitkey Award.
Madam President, the second Whitkey Award this year is presented to Nancy DiUlio, instructor from the Department of Biology. Dr. DiUlio has been at the university since 1999. Her courses range from lectures with more than 200 students to a smaller microbiology lab. Her classes include the traditional lecture format, but she also leaves time for students to work on case studies and problem solving, following this with discussion. One nominator wrote, Professor DiUlio manages to make every lesson interesting. She works to tie personal stories and real-life examples into every presentation, which demonstrates her immense understanding and vast experience in her field. Another nominator remarked that Dr. DiIulio pays full attention to each student and makes you feel like you're the most important person in the room when you talk to her. When commenting on her approach, Dr. DiIulio states, "One of the important things in helping students to learn is that the information be relevant. By being able to place it into a wider context, you can help them learn even more."
Nancy DiIulio, Distinguished Advisor, Mentor, and Scholar, I'm delighted to present you with the 2009 Whitkey Award. Please join me in congratulating again all of our award winners. We will now begin the presentation of diplomas. The diplomas will be presented by the deans from the 4 schools offering programs leading to undergraduate degrees. Dean Cyrus Taylor of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dean Norman Tien of the Case School of Engineering, Dean May Weichel of the Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing, and Dean Mohan Reddy of the Weatherhead School of Management. The first students to receive their diplomas are those who have fulfilled the requirements for 2 distinct baccalaureate degrees.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, or for 2 degrees of Bachelor of Science from the College of Arts and Sciences: Christy Juliana Adianti, Raphael Michel Bendriam, David A. Carper, summa cum laude, Richard Henry Carterbuke, cum laude, Ching Ping Chung, cum laude, Christopher Gerald Coy, cum laude, Jonathan M. Geisinger, summa cum laude, Alexander Julian Gill, summa cum laude, Sheba M. Joseph, summa cum laude, Ariel E. Cantors, summa cum laude, Michael John Kowalski, Katarzyna Anna Aldak, cum laude, Elliot Stewart Pullman, cum laude, Scott William Roofing, Cody A. Rutledge, magna cum laude, Charles A. Sue, summa cum laude with honors in biology, Bradley Evan Sutton, magna cum laude, Christina M. Walter, cum laude, Eric M. Webb, magna cum laude, Jennifer Margaret Zuck, cum laude, candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts from the College of Arts and Sciences and the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering or Bachelor of Science in Computer Science from the Case School of Engineering: Nathan M. Avers, magna cum laude, James Joe, James Samuel Kogler. Mary Mayim Pillai. Nicholas C. Cherno. Candidates for 2 or more degrees of Bachelor of Science in Engineering from the Case School of Engineering. Frederick Lawrence Doring, cum laude. Jesse Osborne Fish. Chengyu Johnny Liu. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts from the College of Arts and Sciences and the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing from the Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing. Camilla Rose Cullis. Ashley Jean Heath. Melanie Marie Stipp, summa cum laude. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts from the College of Arts and Sciences and the degree of Bachelor of Science in Management from the Weatherhead School of Management. Janelle Alyssa Koza. Timothy Nathan Gasper. Ty Stephen Javorek. Omri Shlomo Shiv.
Candidates for the degree of the Bachelor of Arts from the College of Arts and Sciences.
From the Case School of Engineering, candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Bachelor of Science in Engineering.
Marie L. Abutakarim.
Timothy Michael Adams.
Laura Abu Hassan.
Sharir Ishtiaq Alum.
Emma Onani Adebayo.
Daniel Scott Alt, summa cum laude.
Sarah Alana Adler.
Elizabeth Helen Altanau.
David Yunsuk On, magna cum laude with honors in biochemistry.
Bradley Paul Anzac.
Janice Sugi On, cum laude.
Sean Philip Lucas, cum laude.
Chiazor Efeanwa Abukosa, magna cum laude.
Eric Michael Arndt, magna cum laude.
Saleh Saad Al-Karsa.
Thomas Michael Attenweiler.
Stephen Michael Allen, magna cum laude.
Mahmoud M. Audi.
Sean Patrick Alter.
Marcella Y. Avery, cum laude.
Joshua Allen Alvarez, cum laude.
Marcy Renee Idlet.
Subha Lakshmi Amataya.
Peter Bayich.
Chioma E. Anabogu.
Syria Bacchiano.
Crystal Ann Archibald with honors in psychology.
Alan Balaj.
Alexandra K. Ash.
Zachary Daniel Baldwin.
Jane Raseh Atalig, cum laude.
Rashi Bamzai.
Neha Augustine.
Matthew Steele Battaglia, cum laude.
Solomon Joseph Aw.
Nicholas M. Basath.
Balaji A.R., magna cum laude.
Kevin Michael Beardsley.
Nida A. Aziz, magna cum laude.
Randall Frederick Beck.
Daniel Keith Bader.
Daniel Alvin Bennett.
Beth Bai.
Kevin Biggert, cum laude.
Elizabeth Anna Bailey.
Kristen L. Bowers.
Paul J. Barton.
Sarah E. Brandau.
Shruti Basu.
Jennifer Grace Brinkman.
Moonpal S. Bedi.
Dimitri Y. Britvan, magna cum laude.
Jennifer M. Beeman.
Joseph Bernada, cum laude.
Ariel Lachelle Bell.
Justin Keith Brosey, summa cum laude.
Keisha Denise Bell.
Kyle Matthew Brower.
Samantha Elise Bellinger.
Adam Wesley Floyd Brown.
Megan Lindsay Bender.
Jessica M. Brown, cum laude.
Rebecca Lorraine Benish, magna cum laude.
Alexander James Budke.
Erin Marie Benson.
Donald W. Cartwright, summa cum laude.
Ashley Lauren Burdine, magna cum laude with honors in psychology.
James D. Cash.
Madura Albira, magna cum laude with honors in biology.
Alex Edward Cassidy.
Emily Ann Burkle, cum laude.
Christopher M. Center.
Catalin Elizabeth Blankenship, cum laude with honors in international studies.
Julie Marie Chapman, cum laude.
Jason A. Bonomo, cum laude with honors in biology.
Athena L. Chen, summa cum laude.
Eliana Gail Seiler Bootson, summa cum laude.
Eric Chen, cum laude.
Tanya Nassim Bujarajel with honors in international studies.
Zachary Martin Chill.
James David Brockett, cum laude.
E. Jin Choi, cum laude.
Jeffrey M. Brodowski.
Da Tren Chow, cum laude.
Amy Elizabeth Brown.
Morgan A. Klon.
Lonnie Delana Brown.
Bradley P. Collins.
Connor Patrick Burke, magna cum laude.
Mitchell Anthony Cooper.
Linda Kai, cum laude with honors in biochemistry.
Samuel Constanzo, summa cum laude.
Christina Catherine Cahigas.
Jacob Thomas Cox.
Michael J. Casal.
Kenneth L. Kramer.
Michael Stephen Cahy with honors in political science with honors in international studies.
Christopher E. Servac.
Hannah Cha, cum laude with honors in political science.
Caitlin S. Cudahy.
Jaewon Chang with honors in biochemistry.
Eric Allen Daling.
Priya Chatterjee.
Brandon J. Dasbach.
Margot Elise Schiavone, summa cum laude.
Niraj Shashikant Dave.
Jae Hong Choi.
Daniel Edwards Denhart.
Woo Hong Chung.
Eric David Diller, summa cum laude.
Julia E. Schwaz, cum laude, with honors in international studies.
Richard C. Ditto.
Christina Darcy Colasanto.
Scott C. Doles, summa cum laude.
Meredith I. Colella.
Daniel Joseph Doucette.
Cherie Denise Lenine Collins.
Jacqueline Lee Downing.
Demetrius James Colvin, with honors in international studies.
David Michael Draymond.
Hannah L. Conrad, cum laude.
Michael James Druschel, magna cum laude.
Horace F. Consolo.
Elizabeth Ann Erkey.
Dara Renee Cooper, cum laude, with honors in international studies.
Justin Paul Elshert, summa cum laude.
Jared B. Cooper.
Rosemary Elefante, summa cum laude.
Sean Matthew Cooper.
Jonathan Wayne Faggart, summa cum laude.
Matthew Marshall Cooper Ryder, summa cum laude.
Babajide O. Falai.
Mary Elise A. Cortez.
Nicholas James Farkas.
Leah Ann Cottrell.
Robert T. Faith.
Daniel R. Cunningham.
Kevin Michael Flannery.
Barack Deon.
Kevin M. Fogliano, magna cum laude.
Nicholas Mark Davis, magna cum laude.
Daniel Vincent Foti, cum laude.
Jeanette Joyce DeGear, cum laude.
Evan Albert Fraz.
Abraham Del Rio III.
Alexander Freyna.
Emily J. Demko, magna cum laude, with honors in theater and dance.
Robert L. French.
Christopher Allen Denzel.
Andrew Jacob Fryer.
Amanda Marie DeWitt.
Chad Robert Fusco, summa cum laude.
Laura Llewellyn Dickerson, magna cum laude.
Kyle Brock Geyser.
Neil Joshua Dahlin.
Aaron F. Gallagher, summa cum laude.
Joseph H. Drungle, summa cum laude.
Megan Elizabeth Gallagher.
Megan Elizabeth Easley, cum laude.
Nidhi Garg.
Noha Ahmed El Taki, summa cum laude.
Leah Catherine Geyer.
Adam John Erickson.
Clint Gibbler, summa cum laude.
Perry James Evangelista, summa cum laude.
John Kenneth Gibson II, cum laude.
Andrew Francis Fesco, cum laude, with honors in biology.
Ryan Joras.
John Repka Fentiman.
Patrick Joseph Glynn, cum laude.
Megan Fallon Fibby, cum laude.
Elia Goldberg, cum laude.
Dana M. Flinch, cum laude.
Rahul D. Gole.
Samantha Kayleen Flynn.
Matthew N. Grabowski, cum laude.
Nicoletta Vasiliki Frankenstein.
Bradley E. Greenman.
Rachel Elizabeth Fromm, cum laude.
Sahil Grover.
Heather M. Funk.
Kevin Matthew Haley.
Ashley Nessa Galizio, cum laude.
Jonathan Robert Paul, cum laude.
Ann Gao, magna cum laude.
Joshua James Hamilton, summa cum laude.
Andrew Lee Gardella, magna cum laude.
Caroline Hammond.
Sarita S. Gautam.
Natha Aisha Huck.
Rachel C. Gen, summa cum laude.
Jason W. Harper.
Lauren Diane Georgeson.
Lisa Victoria Heller, cum laude.
Nicole Marie Gerenser, cum laude.
James C. Henning.
Amanda Lynn Giffey.
David Joel Herman, cum laude.
Joseph Nelson Gigliotti, magna cum laude.
Andrew David Hirschberger, magna cum laude.
Pooja Goyal with honors in international studies.
John Thomas Hoffman.
Joshua David Goldberg.
Case B. Holmes, cum laude.
Bianca Leah Goodman.
Brian David Holt, magna cum laude.
David Leon Gordon Jr.
Kenneth Brian Hornfeck, magna cum laude.
Varun K. Goyal.
Michael Joseph Hornfeck.
Brian R. Grady, cum laude.
Benjamin Philip Horstman, summa cum laude.
Brian R. Grady, cum laude. Jared A. Gregory.
Tori J. Hovest, summa cum laude.
Burleson Arthur Grimes.
Catherine J. Hoyson, cum laude.
Julianne Griswold.
Robin Forrest Hu, cum laude.
Michael Grossman.
Charles Lee Huddleston II.
Thomas Elliston Geyer.
Alexander Jacob Hunt, cum laude.
Jessica Dakota Hampel.
Bernard Albert Jacobson.
Alexander John Hannon.
Brendan Wade Jones.
David Gregory Harris.
Brittany Aaron Jones.
Rachel Catherine Harris, summa cum laude with honors in political science.
Zachary P. Jones.
Sohail M. Husalani, magna cum laude with honors in political science.
Sang Mum Kim, cum laude.
John Isaac Blanco Heinz, summa cum laude.
Daniel P. King.
Caroline Jo Harrell, summa cum laude.
James Thomas Kirk, magna cum laude.
Sierra Marjorie Herron, magna cum laude.
Stefan A. Kirov.
Erica Leah Hoffman, summa cum laude.
Matthew Robert Kirsch.
Nathaniel Joseph Hoffman.
Dmitry Dmitrovich Kareni, cum laude.
Joshua H. Holubach.
Carl J. Krymowski, cum laude.
Jason M. Huber, summa cum laude with honors in art history.
Benson Quee.
Rebecca Rose Heidowitz with honors in international studies.
Nicholas Kieran LaFrenz, summa cum laude.
Jimmy B. Ibrahim, cum laude.
Kevin R. Lanison.
Brian Christopher Jameson.
Jingxi Lang.
Catherine M. Jameson.
Rohan Vijay Lathia.
Max F. Jensen, magna cum laude.
Andrew C. Lowe, cum laude.
Sarah M. Jeong, cum laude.
Andrew J. Lee.
Vanessa A. Johnson.
Amy Eileen Light.
Alan Michael Jones with honors in psychology.
Nicholas J. Lieber.
Drew Beecher Jostad, summa cum laude.
James Liebner.
Jane Alice Kaminsky with honors in international studies.
Luther Alexander Liggett VI.
Conrad Karasek, cum laude.
Susan Nicole Lingenfelter.
Sashank Reddy Carey, cum laude.
Joseph Daniel Logan.
Gillian Lee Kent.
Alexander J. Lonsberry.
Christopher M. Kervick, cum laude.
Michael P. Lyons.
Ted Kim.
Shunman Ma.
Youngbum Kim.
Ian Christopher Mallory.
David K. Clark.
Martin A. Malone.
Chloe Electra Canas.
Aniyushia Subaya Money.
Aubrey Elaine Nicopenhofer.
Tina Yungting Mao.
John Artman Knifick, magna cum laude.
Marie Elizabeth Merriman, cum laude.
Catherine Rebecca Coates.
Matthew S. Bataki.
Catherine Daly Kriegshauser, cum laude, with honors in psychology.
Timothy W. Matthews.
Hema Krishna, cum laude, with honors in political science.
Jeffrey A. Mayer, cum laude.
Nirja Dalukshmi Krishna Swami.
Stephen Paul Mazurik.
Ryan William Culp.
Nathan Jacob MacArthur.
Reshma Sudhir Kumar.
Stephen M. McCarthy.
Britta Christine Cumley, cum laude.
Brendan T. McGrail.
Hayok J. Kwan.
Lisa A. McHale, cum laude.
Loretta M. Lafitte Griffin.
Kevin James McHugh, cum laude.
Christopher Jeffrey Herschel Lambert.
Sean Michael McNamara.
Kurt Henry Lamprecht, cum laude.
Devesh S. Manawat.
Miranda Joy Lang, cum laude.
Sonia R. Merritt.
Allison M. Lansell, summa cum laude, with honors in political science.
Kinga J. Mazaris.
Amanda Nicole Lansell.
Joseph D. Myers.
Matthew Stephen Laughlin.
Daniel Lloyd Miller.
Grace Yuri Lee, magna cum laude.
Nikhil Mohan.
Vincent Michael Leon, cum laude.
Matthew J. Murphy, cum laude.
Xin Liao, summa cum laude.
Jordan Michael Murray.
Rachel Leo, summa cum laude.
Timothy Karithi Mwangi, cum laude.
Dan Ying Liu. Tiffany Liu.
Chase Bradley Nemeth.
What's your name? Tiffany Liu.
Daniel Carl Newman.
Ashley? Ashley Lynn Holvick Livingston.
Alan Ding Nguyen.
Gregory C. Lowell, summa cum laude with honors in international studies with honors in political science.
Kenneth H. Nguyen.
Andrew John Liu with honors in chemistry.
Michael J. Nicholson.
Nona Liu, cum laude.
Eric Dudal Nielsen.
Diane S. Liu, cum laude.
Kyle Niemeyer.
Nina Ma, cum laude.
Odion Okoji.
Case Collins Malkovic, magna cum laude.
Jong Hwan Peck.
Todd C. Marker.
Golia Marie Painter.
Patricia Marvell, cum laude.
Radhika Jayesh Patel, magna cum laude.
Elizabeth K. McLean, summa cum laude.
Michael Curran Petro, magna cum laude.
Bridget Colleen McHugh, summa cum laude.
Brandon Jeffrey Fetterplace, cum laude.
Rachel Elaine McPherson.
Christopher J. Pilch.
James Joseph Meehan Jr., cum laude.
Robert Pollack.
Obsira Milaku.
Mary Stewart Podstayev.
Hillary Catherine Michael, summa cum laude.
Andrew R. Pozzuto.
Megan Vale Michelson.
David Samuel Prabhu.
Rami Fidel Mikati.
Brandon Paul Pyle.
Tripurari Mishra, magna cum laude.
Madhunita Ravi Kumar.
Rebecca Gerhard Moore.
Andrew James Renkley.
Vicky Moore Hoshauer.
Jeffrey Nabil Rios.
Is this Sarah? Sarah Elizabeth Murphy, summa cum laude with honors in biology.
Alexander Lee Rivera, summa cum laude.
Mary Nagapetram, cum laude with honors in international studies.
Michael Paul Robinson.
Amy Jo Nath.
Paul David Rockwell.
Alexander R. Nelson.
Eric Joseph Rodriguez.
Eric Pierce Newman.
Mark P. Ruffing.
Emily Rachel Newman, magna cum laude.
Samuel Javan Salinas.
Alan Ancho Wynn.
James Joseph Sozak.
Angela Marie Nichols, cum laude.
Alexander Scheppelman, magna cum laude.
Miles Stanley Nikolich, summa cum laude with honors in biology.
Zeyad Ryan Schwen, cum laude.
Kyle A. Nemi, cum laude.
Philip Matthew Seitzer, summa cum laude.
Patrick James North.
Joshua David Selke, magna cum laude.
Jessica Lynn Oder, magna cum laude.
Aditi Milan Shah.
Lauren Marie Aldrich.
Salma Shaikuni.
Jae Woon Oh, cum laude.
Daniel Thomas Schellberg, cum laude.
Joyce Bobe Oh, cum laude.
Ifan Shen.
Jeremy Matthew Ondo.
Amol Shetty.
Tanner N. Oplinsky, magna cum laude.
Christopher James Shoemaker.
Andrew Willem Upsitnik.
Jeffrey Lawrence Schuster.
Tien Ming Oh.
Abhishek Singh.
Kathleen Brooks Oberhoser.
Jeanette Akemi Siu, summa cum laude.
Rebecca Lee Owens, cum laude.
Colleen Seeker Smalley, magna cum laude.
Kimberly L. Pappas, summa cum laude.
Andrew Douglas Smith.
Presonthi Sesha Paritaka, summa cum laude.
Russell L. Smith.
Mitchell Paul Parlett.
Michael J. Spence.
Komal M. Patel.
Jane Margaret Spakowski, summa cum laude.
Mihir Patel, cum laude.
Casey Helene Steiger.
Emily Marie Pentello.
Gustav Karl Steinke.
Laura E. Peterson, cum laude.
Kathleen Ann Sutter, summa cum laude.
Michael Ryland Petrick.
Dong Tang.
Michael R. Pfeiffer.
Lakshman Ro Tabag.
Jillian Ann Phelan.
Monica Renee Taylor.
Dana Marie Plank, magna cum laude.
Levin Tades Tefera.
Mark Samuel Plotkin.
Nina Ann Thomas, cum laude.
Zachary Lane Polk.
John Charles Tiemeyer.
Catherine Allison Pollard, magna cum laude.
Zachary J. Tobin, summa cum laude.
Mayank Prasad.
Christopher S. Toth.
Sarada Paida.
Angelo Robert Trevisano, magna cum laude.
Bokum Audrey Ra.
Michael J. Tsai.
William Edward Ralia.
Eric Tsung, cum laude.
Bhavani Kiran Ravendram, magna cum laude with honors in political science.
Michael Ray Tersher.
Riti Raychothuri.
Matthew S. Terrell.
William Taylor Reed IV, magna cum laude.
John Richard Varga.
Yonatan Benjamin Regev.
Matthew Jonathan Vos, magna cum laude.
Stephen Joseph Riley Jr.
Ann Yoko Walker.
Kaylee T. Rogalski.
Julie Ann Walker.
Daniela P. Rojas.
Charlie Yi Wong, cum laude.
Matthew Lupo Rolfe.
Timothy R. Watson.
Rachel Elise Rosenberg.
Brian William Weber, cum laude.
Lois Eileen Rouser.
Andrew James Whitty.
Lee Ellen Rudner, summa cum laude.
Joseph Martin Wojciechowski.
Robert Louis Ryan III.
Guo L. Wu.
Daniel Joseph Sacco.
Ilya Yakubovich.
Nicholas Robert Sakuranda.
Alan Ching Bo Yi.
Jeremy Scott Safran, magna cum laude.
Benjamin L. Yoder, summa cum laude.
Jocelyn Ann Salata.
Shi-An Yu.
Julia Wal Samron, cum laude.
Jeffrey S. Zabinski, Jr.
Brian Michael Saltzman, magna cum laude.
Joe Zhou.
Jasmine Sahir Samimi.
Matej Zindarcic.
Pooja B. Sandasera, cum laude.
Adam Zolman.
Catherine Elizabeth Schaub. Sarah Elizabeth Scheller.
From the Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing, candidates for the degree of Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, Gulishan Abadou Kadir, magna cum laude.
Chloe E. Schutz, cum laude.
Mira Banugaria, cum laude.
Evan E. Scott.
Marie Emily Beeser.
Elena Hope Seeley, magna cum laude.
Christina Ashley Billy.
Aaron Todd Schaefer.
Margaret S. Brennenschultz.
Samid Sitar Sheikh.
Lily Baker Burke, magna cum laude.
Arjun Sharma, cum laude.
Nazreen Francis Shuja, summa cum laude.
Jennifer Sharma, cum laude.
Catherine Mary Dell.
Matthew Bernard Shaughnessy.
Corinne Angel Doho.
Clark Humphrey Short.
Alexandria Hope Harmeyer.
Pooja S. Schroff. Is there a H? No.
Emily Christine Horick, magna cum laude.
Jordan Alexander Silver, magna cum laude.
Audrey Denise Jones.
Michael Anthony Singer. Adithi V. Sinha.
Julia Rose Judd.
Jonathan L. Slaybaugh.
Megan Caitlin Kelly, summa cum laude.
Dominic Aloysius Smith.
Kathleen Ann Kirkpatrick, summa cum laude.
Rachel Ann Smith, magna cum laude with honors in international studies.
Lauren M. Corey.
Madeline Elizabeth Snow.
James John Livengood.
Hunter M. Sokul.
Renata Maria Lorenzo, cum laude.
Ashley E. Solomon, magna cum laude.
Abby L. Lukawinowitz, summa cum laude.
Carter C. Somerville.
Janine Marie Mahalo, magna cum laude.
Pin Pin Song.
Melisande Joy McShane.
Caroline Cullen Sonnefeld.
Jonathan Nicholas Milan, magna cum laude.
Shreya A. Sonti.
Kaya Marie Mountain.
Erica Rachel Steckel.
Alana Ray Musey, magna cum laude.
Justin A. Stergada, cum laude with honors in biochemistry.
Van Twee Nguyen, magna cum laude.
Emily Jo Steiner, summa cum laude.
Aaron B. Nida.
Rachel Claire Stierba.
Chidima Ohajurika.
Jeremy Guy Stone, magna cum laude.
Matthew E. Paglia.
Michael Andrew Fertil Suglio, cum laude.
Brittany Barbara Page.
Frank Jayi Sun.
Meredith Christine Piper.
Hannah C. Sung, cum laude with honors in biology.
Edie Beth Portnoy.
Krishna Rao Sarupanene.
Kathleen M. Powers.
Erica Ann Svensson, magna cum laude.
Edna Arroyo.
Nicholas Svoboda.
Lauren Dudley.
Christopher T. Sell, cum laude.
Cecilia Rose Rutney.
Yoko Takashima.
Tiffany Marie Retta.
T-Long Tang.
Leslie Renee Rios.
Zinar Alum Takesta.
Allison E. Rudy.
Maria E. Theodoro, magna cum laude.
Roseanne D. Rutt, cum laude.
Sarah Ann Tolbert, cum laude.
Lauren Joanne Saito, summa cum laude.
Patricia Christina Torres.
Jill San Juan, cum laude.
David Neal Tupin.
Anna M. Schmidt.
Tessa Ann Turnbaugh, summa cum laude.
Lauren Ashley Smith, magna cum laude.
Bian Odawada, magna cum laude.
Desmond J. Springer.
Jeffrey Michael Verasso.
Sarah N. Stark.
Siddharth Venkatachalam.
Christina Michelle Sumidis Stevens, cum laude.
Jordan Thomas Vickers, magna cum laude.
Elise D. Thorkelson.
Yefim Vilnitz, summa cum laude.
Aaron Jacob Urchek.
Lisa Marie Voigt, cum laude. Yulia A. Volok, cum laude.
From the Weatherhead School of Management, candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Accounting or Management. Andrew Templeton Adrian Carlin.
Lauren Krista von Eckertsberg, summa cum laude with honors in psychology.
Emily Angeline Barkas, magna cum laude.
Anthony T. Wang, summa cum laude with honors in biochemistry.
Anna Elizabeth Benet.
Joshua A. Ward.
Michael Patrick Benning.
Matthew Willem Washer, cum laude.
Maya Uluvana Bhatt.
Hong Ren Weigel.
Sitar J. Bhatt.
Colleen Ann Weiler.
John Clifton Boyer, magna cum laude.
Bethany Marie Weiss, magna cum laude.
Brandon M. Bradford.
Adrian Elise Welsh, magna cum laude with honors in biology.
Kara A. Bradley, magna cum laude.
Michael Eugene Wernitzky.
Ryan Bradley Brian.
Elise Nadine Wiesenthal.
Larkeisha P. Burns.
Anna Flora Weiser.
David Joseph Carlin.
Belinda F. Williams.
Kevin Michael Carney.
Christina Noel Williams.
Tyler L. Casalone.
Andrew C. Wilson, magna cum laude.
Vishal Rashmikant Chauhan, summa cum laude.
Christopher Lee Wolf.
Chin Cheng.
Marta Ava Warwag.
Matthew A. Collins, cum laude.
Esther Catherine Wysong, cum laude.
Thomas Patrick Cregan, magna cum laude.
Ilana S. Jurgen.
Sean Christopher Detweiler, summa cum laude.
Lauren Page Yesenow, summa cum laude with honors in political science.
Andrew John Dada.
Soon Kayu Yoon.
Thomas J. Farmer III, cum laude.
Jamie May Yu.
Scott Edward Faust, Jr.
Mikkel Margaret Uhas, summa cum laude.
Matthew McNulty Gardner.
Jayanti Reddy.
John Curtis Genovese.
Timothy J. Yoon.
Asta Gerbeck.
Andrew Zhang, summa cum laude.
Jeffrey Allen German Lorty.
Jinmeng Zhang.
Chrysovolantes Gogos.
Louis Zhao.
Caitlin M. Handlos, cum laude.
Chao Julia Zhu.
Shan He.
Samantha M. Zimmerman.
Thatcher Seaton Holden, cum laude.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Applied Mathematics, Art Education, Astronomy, Biochemistry, Biology, Chemistry, Mathematics, Mathematics and Physics, Music Education, Nutrition, Nutritional Biochemistry and Metabolism, Physics, Statistics, Systems Biology. Freya Angela Atutubo.
Noel F. Howe.
Imran Mirza Beg.
Alexander Andrew Hutnick.
Stephen James Allen Ball.
Rebecca Ann Jackman, summa cum laude.
Gregory Martin Berkowitz.
Kyle Clayton Jennison, summa cum laude.
David L. Bernholt, summa cum laude.
Jim Jang, cum laude.
Gregory P. Bick, cum laude.
Calvin D. Kennedy.
Lauren Elizabeth Boone.
Ki Jong Kim.
Lauren Elizabeth Boucher, cum laude, with honors in biochemistry.
Yan Wan Kim, cum laude.
Brian P. Brannigan.
Ryan Allen Knox.
Heather Ann Carey.
Bu Derek Lim.
Brian Leonard Chalou, cum laude, with honors in chemistry.
Andrew Liao.
Paulina Constance Chang, cum laude.
Grace Liao.
Brian Yosheng Chen.
Byron Wenhung Ling.
Chen Yi Cindy Chung.
Magda E. Marcel.
Stephen Peter Chow.
Colleen Marie Martin.
Catherine Elizabeth Coakley.
Christopher M. Mazzola.
Brittany Lynn Covella.
Benjamin Neil Meck, cum laude.
Andrew M. Dahlem Jr., summa cum laude, with honors in biochemistry.
Sonal Govindra Mita.
Cornelia I. DuPont.
Jessica Lynn Mirowitz.
Ernest William Durbin III.
Derek Moore Jr.
Benjamin Allen Faber.
James L. Morse.
Dustin Mark Fisher.
Ashley G. Murray, cum laude.
Brian John Andrew Gill, summa cum laude.
Aaron B. Myrie, cum laude.
Margaret Catherine Grady.
Kyle J. Naperkowski, summa cum laude.
Megan A. Hallstrom.
Erin Elizabeth O'Neill, summa cum laude.
Jeremy Michael Harkleroad.
Daniel Ildo Park.
James Eric Heckler.
Matthew Edward Patton.
David R. Jackson.
Vesna Popovic.
Avanti P. Jakadar, cum laude.
Jennifer D. Present, magna cum laude.
Peter Matthew Janke.
Miranda Kirsten Pruitt, cum laude.
Laura Katrina Ing Johnston, cum laude.
Matthew Doldoko Requitina, magna cum laude.
Sunil D. Kamath, magna cum laude.
Matthew Jacob Robinette.
Brittany L. Kelly, cum laude.
Elizabeth A. Robinson, magna cum laude.
Du-Young Kim.
Patricia K. Schwartz.
Clara H. Kwan.
Drew Paul Senni.
Marianne Bushiman Lalonde, with cum laude, with honors in chemistry.
Robert A. Skuski.
Anshi Lee.
John M. Somerville.
Andrew K. Long.
Shang Min Sun.
Frank Harris Masters III, magna cum laude.
Aditya Srivalstava.
Daniel J. Miller.
Nirmala Swami Bunathan, magna cum laude.
Ryan L. Miller, cum laude, with honors in biology.
Camille Denise Thornton.
John Nelson Milligan, Jr.
Alan J. Valenti.
Amit Kumar Mishra, summa cum laude.
Mark Eric Walters, summa cum laude.
Jessica Karina Nieves.
Rowdy Holmes White, summa cum laude.
Charles Alastair Perrin.
William A. Wickert.
Michael K. Parker, magna cum laude.
Stephen T. Young.
Anirudh Paspulate. Chinmay Yogesh Patel, with honors in biology. Jessica Catherine Pekela. Timothy Gerard Petrie, Jr., magna cum laude. Ryan Foster Sachs. Julia T. Schaefer, cum laude. Joseph M. Shinneman, magna cum laude. Anupa M. Shaw. Vaidesh Shumagavu. Aaron Shoganaga. Joseph Nathaniel Sklenar, cum laude. Colin Thomas Slater, cum laude. Paige Danielle Smith. Christopher Matthew Tanner, summa cum laude. Anna Lane Taylor. Deborah Lynn Veda. James R. Verbus, magna cum laude. Aaron Robert Victor. Lauren Elizabeth Walker, magna cum laude. Cheyenne Rong Wan, cum laude. Peter Nagushima Whalen, cum laude. Karina Catherine Wolf, cum laude, with honors in biochemistry.
What a day. I want to start by thanking all the people who work very hard, many of them behind the scenes, to make all of this work for all of you. So please join me in thanking all the staff who's put in so much time. Now to the graduates, you have my admiration and my gratitude for all you've done during your years here at Case Western Reserve. We are proud of you, and we are proud that you will carry the traditions of this great university with you wherever you go. You leave today with our congratulations and our best wishes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. Please rise and remain at your seats until the academic procession has left Veale Center. The faculty and the students will be marching to the reception in a Delbert gym. We invite all the families and friends to meet their students there.